Yo, what's going on, everyone? We are back at it with another Prize Picks video. And man, Monday Night Football, we ended up cashing the free YouTube play that I went ahead and sent out. We took Jamar Chase and Josh Allen to go over the touchdown projections, right? Jamar Chase ended up with 2 touchdowns, even though they lost to the Commanders, Commanders or the Washington Football Team. And then Josh Allen went off against the Jacksonville Jaguars, ended up with 4 touchdowns. We took him over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And if you watch the game, both games, this play cashed super quick, man. I think in the first quarter, Josh Allen ended up with 2 touchdowns, and Jamar Chase got himself a touchdown in the first quarter of his game as well. So that was a pretty easy win. We're going to go ahead and give y'all a 4-man 13.5x payout. We took 2 plays that are demon plays, and the payout is much, much bigger, right? Because I was trying to find a play that had correlation with quarterback and receiver. That was the same game, right? This not instead of chasing for a 2-man here and then a 2-man on another day, I was able to create a 4-man play with this within the same game that paid over 10x. So that should be fun. And let's go ahead. Let's cash it out, man. I mean, we also took this 4-man over here. Jaden Daniels was 11 yards away from cashing this 4-man for us, and that was tough to watch, man. Jaden Daniels, he balled out, but unfortunately he didn't need to run the ball a lot. So that was super close, but we couldn't get it. But it's all right. We still ended up profiting for Monday Night Football. So let's go ahead. Let's keep it going, and let's profit for Thursday Night Football. We got the New York Giants going up against the Dallas Cowboys, man. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the first one that's on that we see here, Malik Neighbors, to get over 1 touchdown, right? Whether he runs it in or whether it's thrown to him, we're going to go ahead and take him to get 1 touchdown. He scored at least 1 touchdown in the past 2 games. The only game where he didn't get it was the first game of the week against Minnesota, but that's because Minnesota literally shut out the New York Giants entirely. So let's go ahead. Let's lock in Malik Neighbors over 0.5 rush plus receptions touchdown, as well with Daniel Jones over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Both of these are demon plays, man, and I like both of them a lot. You can see here, obviously, if Neighbors gets a touchdown, that's a touchdown for Jones, and he just needs 1 more in a game where they should be down and they should be throwing a lot. Look for Malik Neighbors and Daniel Jones to go ahead and get themselves a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns for Jones, 1 touchdown for Malik Neighbors. And Malik Neighbors and Trevon Diggs have been talking so much shit to each other, which should make this an even much a really fun matchup for us to go ahead and look after, right? So go ahead, lock it or combine those 2 right there, and we're gonna go ahead and combine it with what should seem like an obvious play, right? Dak Prescott over 262.5 passing yards. I mean, we could have the game script where Dak and the Cowboys just blow out the Giants 42-0 like we saw last year, and then they just run the ball over and over and over again. But I think the Cowboys and Dak are going to want to go out there and prove a point, showing that there are no pushovers, showing that people need to go ahead and get on whatever bandwagon there he was talking about, right? But I think this is going to be one of those games where they're just going to try to go ahead and just show off a little bit, right? So let's go ahead. Let's take Dak Prescott over 262.5 passing yards. You can see he's been cashing it pretty consistently. 379 against Baltimore, 293 against New Orleans, and only 179 against Cleveland. But again, that was week 1 of the NFL season, and that was a historic week 1 of unders, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take Dak over that and combine that with, of course, Lamb over his receiving yards. Again, he's been cashing this pretty consistently throughout the 3 weeks. Or actually, my bad, he only got this against New Orleans. So what he's been cashing consistently was his longest yard reception, right? But regardless, I still like him over 81.5 receiving yards. You can't take his over longest reception, but they did bump it up from it's been sitting at about 24, and now because he's been cashing it, it's now at 26.5. But I'm definitely gonna go ahead and take his receiving yards there again because you know what? I did want to take Lamb. It's late, guys. I just realized. So this combo, you can't take. I was gonna mention you can't. I was just kind of going. I'm a little bit on autopilot. You can't take Lamb, but you could also look at Jake Ferguson. This is what I was talking about. So I like both of them, right? You could take either one. Totally up to you, but I definitely think I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson for this play right here. Not going to lie, I'm probably going to go ahead and create a play with Dak Prescott and CD Lamb in the VIP. So I definitely like that as well. My brain was just going. Doesn't mean I don't like CD Lamb over receiving yards. I was just going to go ahead and throw that down on the VIP. But for y'all, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all Jake Ferguson over receiving yards. I like both of them. I mean, you could take any of them regardless. I think both of them could cash out. Jake Ferguson is literally running like as a wide receiver 2 in this offense. So whether it's Lamb, whether it's Ferguson, they're both going to see an insane amount of targets in an offense that passes significantly way more than they run the ball, right? So Malik Neighbors, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, and Jake Ferguson. And the reason why I'm not locking in CD Lamb is because I already locked in this play, and I don't want to give y'all a play that I'm not taking specifically, right? I'm gonna go ahead and lock in a play with CD Lamb, tomorrow, and I'll send it out on the VIP. But this is the play that I went in and I want y'all to go ahead and lock in with me. Daniel Jones, Malik Neighbors, Dak Prescott, and Jake Ferguson, man. It is a 13.5x payout. There's correlation here, there's correlation there, right? So let's go ahead. In a same game play, we ended up creating 13.5x payout. I think that's pretty badass. Now, like I said, whether you want to do Jake Ferguson or CD Lamb, doesn't really matter. I think both of them are going to get the receiving yard projection anyways. And man, I really like this play. We go ahead and lock it in. $11 to win $156.33. If y'all want to go ahead and get on my VIP for the rest of the week, go to winnable.com/DSP. The link is in the comment section down below. All you gotta click the link all you gotta do is click the link in the pinned comment section down below, and you can go ahead and get my weekly pass for $50. It gives you all my college football and all my NFL plays from Monday through Sunday, right? And then of course you can also go ahead and get my month pass. You save $50. Pretty much you get like a week free in a sense, right? So one month pass there. Or you can get the NFL and college football season, man. It's only $1,500, but then we also have the code Jefferson for 75% off, dropping it down to about $375 for y'all. All right, everyone, that's the play for today. Make sure you go ahead and lock it in, and let's get this dub. All right, everyone, I'll see y'all in the VIP.